London sports mogul Barry Hearn is known to say that owning a soccer club is like having a mistress. It costs you loads of money and you have 2 good days a year, which reminds me of when I was married to Ren from Even Stevens. I still feel used. Hey folks, it's Sam from Hudson River Blue. What a bombshell that got dropped on us Sunday. The Panama Papers, 2.5 terabytes of largely damning data, all focusing on the inner workings of one particular legal services firm based out of Panama City, Panama, Mossack Fonseca. Now, a quick look at their website shows a couple of key things. One, they provide services that are specifically not described in any real detail whatsoever. And the largest photo you see on their front page, a giant friggin' yacht. That tells you just about everything you need to know right there, keeping in mind the context that the nation of Panama is well known as an offshore tax haven for many of the privileged and wealthy folks across the entire world. Of course, a whistleblower investigation that mounted over the course of a year. Journalists from hundreds of media organizations in 80 different countries finally dropped the bombshell. But given the sting of the FIFA scandal and the financial corruption and enforcement started to be handed down by the U.S. Justice Department last year, various FIFA executive committee members, former presidents like João Havelange and Sepp Blatter, Jerome Valcke, all these people going down. Of course, this document dump yesterday surely had something to do with that, didn't it? And the answer is actually a resounding yes. In fact, 4 members already facing charges from the flurry of FIFA-related arrests last year were among the names that showed up in the Mossack Fonseca document dump. Other soccer-related business involved in this whole thing, names that we have heard before in other contexts, Lionel Messi and his father, already facing serious inquiries over the last couple years about potential tax fraud and tax evasion. Their names popped up as well. A lot of other things happening of note, including information regarding a former FIFA vice president who is now disgraced, a Uruguayan by the name of Figueiredo. Now, Figueiredo, of course, disgraced from FIFA, has got nothing to do with it now. He had what was documented as a business relationship with a current member of the FIFA Ethics Committee, a guy named Damiani. He's also a Uruguayan. Now, Damiani, when all these investigations into FIFA's malfeasance began last year, centered with work being spearheaded by the adjudicatory chamber of the ethics committee, Damiani said, okay, this guy Figueiredo, this guy who's involved in a bunch of crazy economic voodoo, this guy, I had a financial relationship with him through my law firm, Damiani said, but we stopped associating after 2007. Now, what do the Mossack Fonseca documents prove? Yes, that Damiani did have an economic relationship through his law firm with the disgraced man, Mr. Figueiredo. The problem was the documents prove that Damiani's law firm served as a middleman for Figueiredo's business holdings and Mossack Fonseca as recently as last year. So he lied. He lied! This man sits on the adjudicatory chamber of the FIFA Ethics Committee. As of this recording, no action has been taken. In other words, this guy, Damiani, was one of the main people, one of the most important people responsible in stamping out FIFA corruption and giving it a new face and new ground to stand on as it looked to earn back the public trust. Surprise, surprise, none of that is happening. It's just as entrenched. It's just as bad as it was. You get rid of some assholes, 3 new ones grow in their place. What can we expect from this going forward? We have no idea. We have no idea how deep this runs. We don't know how much this touches U.S.-based interests, U.S.-based people. Of course, Sunil Gulati, the president of the U.S. Soccer Federation, sits on the executive board of FIFA. Clearly, more reverberations yet to be felt. But as it stands, whether you're a soccer fan, whether you're someone who follows current affairs, or anything in between, this is fascinating as much as it is morbid. And really, the only thing you can say about it, to be perfectly honest, damn, son.